Okay, the question is, how do you solve this equation for x? And there's like 5 different paths you could follow. Here's the first one. Notice that we've got this 2x plus 3 being multiplied by 2/3. If I multiply both sides by 3/2, that 2/3 will become a 1. And if you notice that 2 times 3/2 on the right side also clears the equation of fractions, that's what I might do. Multiply both sides by 3/2. Here's what you're picturing in your mind. I'm going to multiply this side by 3/2. I'm going to multiply this side by 3/2. Multiplication property for equality. This, of course, are reciprocals. This product is product of reciprocals. That gives you a 1. And 2 times 3/2 gives you a 3. So mentally, you move to here. Now you just subtract 3 from both sides and then divide by 2. There's your answer. Now, method 2 is to distribute the 2/3, which truthfully I would probably not do. But you could do it that way. 2/3 times 2x is 4x over 3. 2/3 times 3 is a 2. We distribute it, so we don't do anything to this 2 on the right. Now, if you want to clear the equation of fractions, you might say, well, I'm going to multiply every term by 3. So this is what you're picturing. I'm going to multiply this side by 3 and this side by 3. Again, multiplication property for equality. 3, and now distribute that 3, or multiply every term by 3. 3 times 4x over 3 gives you 4x. 3 times the 2 gives you 6. And 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract 6 from both sides. Divide by 4. 0 divided by 4. X equals 0. Another way is to go ahead and distribute, just like we did in the previous method. And then notice that there's 2's on both sides. If you subtract 2, you get 4x over 3 equals 0. You can say I'm going to now multiply both sides by the reciprocal of the coefficient of x, which is actually a numerical coefficient. We multiply both sides by 3/4. 3/4 times 0 is still 0. You get x equals 0. Finally, well, actually, this evolves into 2 cases. You could multiply both sides by 3 to clear the equation of fractions. So here's what you're visualizing. And this cancels out. So we get 2 times 2x, the quantity 2x plus 3 equals 6. Now you can say, oh, look, this 2 in front of the 2x plus 3 divides into the 3 evenly. So divide both sides by 2. 2x plus 3 equals 3. That's kind of what we did over here. So, we just did it in 2 steps. Multiply both sides by 3/2 is actually what happened. X equals 0. The other thing you can do is at this point right here, you can distribute that 2. Get 4x plus 6 equals 6. Subtract 6 from both sides. X equals 0. So all paths lead to the fact that x must equal 0. And you have to pick the method or the choice that makes sense to you. Again, I would probably, my first inclination would be, to multiply both sides by 3/2, because I see that this 2 times 3/2 goes evenly. Okay, there you go. Hope that helped. Pause the video, take some notes. If you have any questions, post a comment.